are watching King's Love TV. Upon Mount Zion, there shall be deliverance. Keep watching.
God, 2021, I have seen a major demonic plan to completely destroy the young generation. There is a demonic plan to completely destroy the young generation. Right now, spirit of immorality, spirit of drug abuse, high level of indiscipline is released already. Oh my God, may God save our young people in the name of Jesus. I have seen many young people being involved in murder cases. What I'm talking to you, you will see it on your television sets. You will see it on your newspapers. I have seen young people killing their parents because of these demonic plans of destroying our young generation. But the Lord has told me, if we will pray, we will preserve the generation of our time. Na hiyo ndio kazi ninakupatia. Wewe unayenitazama, uko na watoto wachanga ama hauna, please pray for them. Pray for young generation in the name of Jesus.
Na hali ya juu ya utovu wa nidhamu kutoka kwa vijana wadogo ikizidi kutangazwa.
Now, a son to a couple who were killed in cold blood in Karura area, Kiambu County, was on Friday arrested as a suspect. Police said they arrested the son, identified as Lawrence Warunge, after he went missing since Tuesday when his parents, two brothers, and a worker were brutally murdered at their home. Now, Lawrence, a university student in the city, was initially thought to have gone to school, but it was established he had gone into hiding. He later led the detectives into recovery of weapons used in the murder. This story was produced by Gatete Njoroge.
Immediately after the gruesome murders were committed, Lawrence is said to have fled to Naivasha. His mobile phone signal was last traced to Naivasha, but switched off for 2 days until yesterday, when he switched on the phone again in Thika, and later the signal traced to Kabete area. According to police, the suspect went to a relative's home in Gongoro area to seek refuge. It is the relative, an uncle to Lawrence, who blew his cover. Once he was arrested, he told the police that his parents were satanic and cruel to him. Since yesterday, police have been grilling him about the murder details, and today, after a long interrogation, Warunge is said to have made a confession. Investigators say while being interrogated, Lawrence confessed to killing the construction worker first by hacking him to death. He later accessed his parents' house through the rear door, using a bunch of keys, and killed his mother. He later killed his cousin Maxwell, who was rushing to rescue his aunt. Lawrence says he later went to his brother's room, where he also killed him. Finally, he attacked his father, whom he killed after he fell from a balcony and became incapacitated. It is believed that dispute over property was the motive of the murder. According to the investigators, the absence of any form of forced entry or exit in the razor wire that surrounds the compound shows the killer or killers were well known to the family. It is believed that they made their way into the house through the rear door, where they found Annie, the wife of slain businessman and US-based Nurse Warunge, and hacked her to death by slitting her throat. The commotion in the kitchen drew the attention of the second victim, Maxwell Njenga, Warunge's 13-year-old nephew, who was confronted along the corridor and cut in the head and throat. Christian Njenga, who detectives say was killed and his throat slit on his bed, had just turned 13 on December 26, 2020. Police believe Warunge, the father, was in the master bedroom upstairs at the time of the attack. He rushed to the balcony on sensing danger and jumped down, where the killers caught up with him and stabbed him 34 times. And after being pressured further, the suspect agreed to lead the investigators to where he had tried to hide the evidence. He led the detectives to Jikaze in Mai Mahiu, and here the suspect, dressed in white protective gear, led detectives to where he hid the murder weapons. At this vast piece of land, Lawrence showed the officers a spot where he burnt some items in a bid to conceal the evidence. A knife, which had blood stains and which was covered in a piece of cloth, was recovered. Security officers kept vigil as detectives ransacked the area for clues. Lawrence is said to have come to this location at around 11 p.m. on Tuesday night after allegedly orchestrating the murders of his parents, a brother, a nephew and a mason. The murders are said to have taken place at 8:30 p.m. The detectives spent several hours at this location before being led to this spot where there is a pit latrine. Lawrence disclosed that he threw some of the murder weapons inside the latrine. Detectives also picked a few items after demolishing the latrine. Sources close to those leading the probe say that Lawrence is being treated as the only suspect in the crime. Police have since established that Lawrence had a girlfriend who used to live here and moved out yesterday. The caretaker says he used to see the two lovebirds together. Detectives are now looking for the girlfriend. Items recovered from the scenes visited include a knife, a pair of shoes, a pair of trousers, a jacket, a piece of paper, among others. It has emerged that Lawrence was not in good terms with his parents. At the end of last year, Lawrence went to a chief's office near their home and claimed that his parents wanted to bewitch him. According to police, his mother came and picked him saying he had mental issues. The matter was never recorded according to an officer aware of the probe.
A high school teacher from Kisii School is fighting for his life, while a second one is nursing injuries after being stabbed by a Form 3 student. The 17-year-old male student used a kitchen knife to attack the teachers to protest punishment. As Marian Nyambura now reports, the Form 3 boy is in police custody and is expected to be arraigned in court.
When Edwin Nyakundi reported to work at the Kisii School this morning, he never knew that his day would end up in hospital. Nyakundi reported to school normally and supervised morning chores, including ensuring that students observed punctuality. Police reports indicate that at around 9 a.m., Edwin Nyakundi questioned the 17-year-old student over his late reporting to school. But in a complete turn of events, the 17-year-old boy is said to have dashed to the dormitory and returned armed with a kitchen knife. He attacked him, stabbing him 3 times. The boy allegedly stabbed a second teacher, Elvis Maoto, who attempted to rescue his colleague.
One had a cut wound on the back and the head and the lower lip. The other one had a cut along the cheeks, and one was critically injured. That's Edwin Mokaya. The other one has already been treated and has been allowed to go home.
The rather bizarre incident has left Edwin Nyakundi's family in utter disbelief as they try to come to terms with what transpired.
Pigwa na mtoto alimpiga na alitumia kisu.
We want to appeal that teachers need to be protected, they need to be safe so that their welfare is well known, because students who've joined school, they also need to be taken through to be given some form of psychosocial support, because some have gone through various challenges over these 9 months.
Questions abound on what could have triggered the 17-year-old boy's reaction just 2 weeks after schools resumed.
He was arrested and he's under police custody. And the investigations were commenced immediately because we would like to know what exactly transpired and the reason for the students to behave in such a manner.
The student is now at the Kisii Central Police Station as investigations continue.
Cha tatu aliyewashambulia walimu shuleni amefikishwa katika mahakama ya Kisii kwa tuhuma za kujaribu kuua walimu wawili. Akiwa mbele ya hakimu mwandamizi Stephen Onjoro, mwanafunzi huyo Isaiah Tora amekana madai hayo na kuachiliwa kwa dhamana ya shilingi 100,000 au shilingi 50,000 pesa taslim na mdhamini wa kiasi sawa na hicho. Iwapo atashindwa kulipa, atapelekwa jela ya watoto iliyoko Manga katika kaunti ya Nyamira. Wakili wake Ben Gishana aliomba achiliwa kwa dhamana ya chini kwa kuwa ni wa umri mdogo na ni mwanafunzi. Mwendesha mashtaka Hilary Kaino alikubali akisema kuwa hakuna haja ya mwanafunzi kuwekwa kizuizini. Kesi hiyo itatajwa tarehe 27 mwezi huu.
The accused to be remanded at Manga Children Remand Home will mention the matter on 27th of January for pre-trial.
Kupitia taarifa hizi za kushangaza, ni kweli kuwa Mungu hatakubali kitu chochote kitendeke bila kuwafunulia watumishi wake manabii. Chukulia makini sana wanaosema watumishi wa Mungu na uchukue tahadhari inapowezekana. Life is a battlefield and humanity is on a constant fight with evil forces. These forces have manipulated and caused great suffering to many people. Many are oppressed, depressed, possessed, suppressed, embarrassed, tormented, and humiliated by the forces of darkness in their lives. However, there is a higher power that delivers those in captivity. Your Deliverance is Today by Apostle Meshack Kiilu is a book that guides you through the steps of unshackling yourself from the chains of the devil. The chapter-by-chapter revelation of evil schemes and how to use the power of Christ to be set free is a crucial resource in your spiritual library. Apostle Meshack Kiilu, the author of this book, Your Deliverance is Today, is the overseer and founder of King's Love Ministry. He ministers in revival meetings, conferences, and international gatherings. He is available for prayers, counseling, and mentorship. Reach him today through 0723 365 099, 0723 365 099, or email him meshackkiilu@gmail.com. You are watching King's Love TV upon Mount Zion.